Patience, self-compassion, and recognizing and reversing emotional overload, and also increase of the level of our emotional resilience are important to manage probable challenges and seize probable opportunities in the current challenging world. That's why we have to practice patience and self-compassion, and also try to be kind with ourselves, especially when we face probable failure and when we cannot reach our pre-arranged goals, because failure and sometimes not achieving goals are inevitable in personal and professional lives. And we have to be kind to ourselves and try to improve our abilities and learn from our failures to be more active and productive. And also we have to recognize and reverse emotional overload, and also try to improve the level of our emotional resilience. That's why practicing patience and self-compassion in daily lives is important. And self-compassion involves treating oneself with kindness, especially in the time of failure. As I mentioned, failure is inevitable in our personal or professional lives, and we can learn from our failure, and we can treat ourselves with kindness and try to apply different approaches in ways to achieve our goals. And also practicing patience allows individuals to manage frustration and make thoughtful decisions. Actually, through practicing patience and being patient, we can manage probable frustration and make thoughtful and helpful decisions, and improve the level of our decision-making skill, which is important in the current life. And mindfulness helps cultivate present moment awareness, reducing impulsive reactions, especially when we focus on our internal body, and especially on activities of our autonomic nervous system, our heart and our mind, the relationship between our heart and our mind, and focusing on the level of our heart rate variability and heart coherence. We can focus on the reduction of our impulsive reactions, and try to improve our heart coherence and internal coherence to be more calm when we're facing different situations. And self-compassion and patience lead to greater emotional resilience and well-being. Actually, through self-compassion and being patient, we can improve the level of our resilience and well-being, especially emotional resilience. And emotional resilience and well-being are important and also essential to be calm and have a more helpful and effective life. And also daily practices like meditation and deep breathing enhances emotional control. Through deep breathing, especially through slow and slightly shorter inhalation and longer exhalation, we can improve the level of our emotional control and improve the quality of our personal and professional lives. And also recognizing and reversing emotional overload is important, and emotional hijacking occurs when intense emotions override rational thinking. Sometimes we may face that our emotional actions or emotions override our rational thinking or thinking abilities. That's why we have to try our best to control our emotional actions and reactions, and try to use our rational thinking abilities to make helpful decisions. And also recognizing early signs of emotional overload helps prevent impulsive actions. That's why we have to try to recognize probable triggers that cause emotional actions and reactions, and to control some of our emotional actions and reactions under different situations. And breathing exercises and grounding techniques can reverse emotional escalation. And also cognitive reframing allows individuals to change the perspective from the perspective on stressful situations. Sometimes we may need to change our cognitive frameworks and also our cognitive standards and norms, because we may shape some wrong or maybe mistakenly standards or cognitive information and awareness. That's why we have to focus on cognitive reframing based on the requirements of different situations, and seeking support from others can provide emotional relief and perspective as well, especially through taking feedbacks and also finding helpful advices from other people. And building long-term emotional resilience is important. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to and also recover from adversity in the current challenging world, and also diverse world we may face with different situations and also diverse situations, organizations, and also colorful environments. That's why we have to improve our abilities to adapt differences and also recover from adversity. And building resilience involves developing coping strategies and maintaining optimism. We have to be optimistic under different situations, and also support systems including mentors, colleagues, and friends help sustain resilience. We have to talk with our friends. We have to ask support when we need from our relatives, our friends, and also our mentors, or some people who can give us helpful advices. And resilience grows from facing challenges and learning from setbacks. Actually, setbacks, failure, and problems are inevitable in our daily lives, and we have to learn from our mistakes, our failures, and we have to focus different on our positive points, on our positive energy, and also try to apply different ways to achieve our goals. And also consistently practicing emotional regulation strengthens mental and emotional endurance, and we can improve our emotional well-being and also our overall well-being through focusing and practicing on our self-regulation, especially emotional regulation, and through the improvement of our self-awareness and self-regulation abilities. We can improve our overall well-being, which is important to have a healthful life. That's why we have to focus on the mentioned issues, especially patience. We have to practice patience. We have to be kind to ourselves, and we have to recognize and reverse some emotional overload, and also try to improve our emotional resilience to be more active and productive in our personal, professional, social lives. Thank you.